When you think about producing high-quality lamb or mutton, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For many, it's the final weeks of finishing, or perhaps the breed of sheep itself. But what if I told you that the journey to exceptional meat quality begins long before that? In fact, I bet you didn't know that the foundation for good mutton is laid even before a lamb is conceived. It's a holistic process, a combination of smart genetics, precise nutrition, and diligent management. Over the next few minutes, we're going to walk through the essential steps that transform good husbandry into great-tasting, profitable meat. From selecting the right animals to the final details of finishing, we'll cover the key strategies that will help you raise better sheep and sell better meat faster. Let's start with step 1, breed selection and confirmation. The genetic blueprint of your flock is your single greatest asset. You want to begin with breeds that are renowned for their meat characteristics. Think of breeds like the Suffolk, known for its rapid growth and lean, muscular carcasses, or the Dorper, a hardy hair sheep breed that thrives in various climates and produces mild-flavored meat with excellent muscle. Then there's the Texel, a breed famous for its exceptional muscle-to-bone ratio and low-fat deposits. But choosing a breed is only half the battle. You must also train your eye to spot good conformation. Look for animals with a wide stance, a deep chest, a long, broad loin, and well-muscled hindquarters. These are the physical indicators of a sheep that will efficiently convert feed into high-value meat. Digging deeper into genetics, it all begins with the ram you pick. A good ram can influence the quality of every lamb born on your farm, making him 50% of your genetic equation. When selecting a ram, don't just look at his physical appearance. Look for performance data. This is where estimated breeding values, or EBVs, come in. EBVs are scientific predictions of an animal's genetic merit for specific traits, like weaning weight, post-weaning growth, and muscle depth. A ram with high EBVs for growth will produce lambs that reach market weight faster. You can also leverage the power of crossbreeding. Crossing two different purebreds can result in hybrid vigor, where the offspring often outperform both parent breeds in terms of growth, survival, and overall hardiness. A common strategy is using a terminal sire from a meat breed on a flock of ewes known for their mothering ability. Now for step 2, managing nutrition. Genetics can only take you so far. Nutrition seals the deal. The cornerstone of any sheep's diet is high-quality forage. Whether it's pasture, hay, or silage, the better the forage, the less you'll need to spend on expensive supplements. Forage provides the essential energy and fiber sheep need to maintain their health and rumen function. However, during critical growth phases, forage alone isn't enough. You need to provide a balanced feed that meets their protein requirements. Young, growing lambs need a diet with around 16 to 18% crude protein to build muscle tissue efficiently. As they mature, this can be gradually reduced. A well-formulated ration ensures your sheep have all the building blocks they need to reach their full genetic potential for growth. Effective nutrition isn't just about they eat, but they eat it. This is where smart grazing management comes in. Implementing a rotational grazing system, where you move sheep between smaller paddocks, is a game changer. It allows pastures to rest and regrow, which prevents overgrazing, reduces parasite exposure, and ensures the sheep are always eating the most nutritious part of the plant. A good rule of thumb is to move them when the grass is grazed down to about 3 to 4 inches. While managing your pasture, you also need to manage your flock's physical state using body condition scoring, or BCS. This is a hands-on method to assess fat reserves. For meat production, you generally want your animals to be in the 2.5 to 3.5 range on a 5-point scale. Regularly checking their condition allows you to adjust their feed intake before they lose or gain too much weight, keeping them in peak productive form. An often overlooked aspect of nutrition is hydration and mineral supplementation. Sheep need constant access to fresh, clean water. A growing lamb can drink over a gallon of water a day, and even more in hot weather. Dirty water troughs can harbor bacteria and discourage drinking, which directly impacts feed intake and growth. So check and clean your waterers daily. Alongside water, provide a free choice mineral mix specifically formulated for sheep. It's crucial to use a sheep-specific mix because they are highly sensitive to copper, which is often included in mineral supplements for other livestock. These minerals, including selenium and cobalt, are vital for immune function, reproduction, and healthy growth. Place the mineral feeder in a dry, accessible location near their water source or loafing areas to encourage consistent intake. Let's move on to step 3. Health and hygiene. A healthy sheep is a growing sheep. Your animal's living environment plays a huge role in their well-being. Whether they are housed in a barn or a simple 3-sided shelter, you must keep their housing clean and dry. Wet, soiled bedding is a breeding ground for pathogens that can cause issues like foot rot and respiratory infections. An animal fighting off an infection is diverting energy away from growth. Ensure there's good ventilation to remove moisture and ammonia, but avoid drafts. A deep, clean bed of straw not only provides comfort, but also helps insulate them from the cold ground. This is especially critical in lambing pens, where a clean, dry environment is essential for giving newborn lambs a healthy start. A proactive health plan is far more effective than a reactive one. Work with a local veterinarian to develop a vaccination schedule tailored to the common diseases in your area. Key vaccinations often include those for clostridial diseases like tetanus and overeating disease. Parasite control is another major factor. Internal parasites can devastate a flock, causing weight loss, anemia, and even death. Don't just deworm on a fixed calendar schedule, as this can lead to resistance. Instead, deworm on schedule based on strategic fecal testing and clinical signs. This targeted approach is more effective and sustainable. A simple fecal egg count can tell you which animals need treatment and whether your dewormer is still working effectively. Remember, preventing disease is always cheaper and more productive than treating it. Now for step 4, smart finishing. The final 6 to 8 weeks before processing are critical for determining the final quality of the meat. This is the finishing period, where the goal is to add the final layer of fat cover and enhance intramuscular fat, also known as marbling. To achieve this, you'll need to increase the energy content of their diet. This is typically done by adding a grain source like corn or barley to their ration. This extra energy promotes the development of marbling, which contributes directly to the tenderness, juiciness, and flavor of the meat. During this phase, it is absolutely essential to reduce stress. Stressed animals release hormones like cortisol, which can lead to tough, dark-cutting meat. Use low-stress handling techniques. Move them slowly, quietly, and avoid overcrowding. A calm animal is a productive animal, right up to the very end. Our final tip is perhaps the most important for long-term success. Record everything. You can't manage what you don't measure. Keeping detailed records is the key to making informed decisions and continuously improving your operation. Track individual animal weights at birth, weaning, and regular intervals to monitor growth rates. This helps you identify your fastest-growing lambs and your most productive ewes. Record all feed inputs to calculate your cost of gain and overall profitability. Keep a log of all health treatments, including dates, products used, and withdrawal times. This data is invaluable. It allows you to cull underperforming animals, select the best replacement stock, and fine-tune your management practices year after year. Whether you use a simple notebook, a spreadsheet, or a dedicated farm management app, the habit of good record-keeping will pay for itself many times over. By following these steps, from genetics and nutrition to health and finishing, you're not just raising sheep, you're crafting a premium product. And a premium product deserves a smart marketing strategy. Consider selling directly to consumers through a farm stand, farmers markets, or a subscription service. This allows you to capture the full retail value and build relationships with the people who enjoy your meat. Invest in professional, transparent labeling that tells your story. Are your sheep grass-fed? Pasture-raised? Mentioning these attributes helps you stand out. Work with your processor to develop a cut sheet that offers a variety of cuts, from popular chops and roasts to ground lamb and sausage, maximizing the value of each carcass. So, are you ready to raise better mutton? By putting these principles into practice, you can build a reputation for quality and a more profitable, sustainable farm.